terrible.
The first 2 hours of the movie, I am not impressed at what DC is trying to do over here. I had no idea what was going on in the beginning of the movie.
Yo,
So I had a similar. Well, go ahead, Tony.
And then like the shock waves.
That's how the movie starts.
Yo, the shit was like
and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And
I'll tell you this, Doey. It's not 4 fucking hours long like the Snyder cut.
That's what I was
Tony
just
made
about
us
to say.
watch this fucking week.
so watching shit, did any of you guys watch the fucking Justice League, the best version of Justice League?
I watched the Snyder cut.
Because let me tell you.
You didn't watch it. You watched it? You didn't watch it.
I got 3 hours in. I'm sorry. I got 3 hours in. I'm where Superman doesn't realize who he is, so he's fighting all of them. Which, I'm gonna be honest, the movie, in my opinion, is starting to pick up now when they resurrected him and all this shit that's happening in between there.
That's fucking terrible.
The first 2 hours of the movie, I am not impressed at what DC is trying to do over here. Like,
Did you watch the non-Snyder cut version? Did you ever see it before?
no, I'm
okay. Oh, so you're going in super fresh because you never saw Batman versus Superman either, right?
I'm raw dogging it. I had no idea what was going on in the beginning of the movie. I was like, what is happening?
Yo,
So I had a similar. Well, go ahead, Tony.
And then like the shock waves.
That's how the movie starts.
Yo, the shit was like
I was like, what the fuck is going on? Literally, that was my experience. It's like I started the movie and I just saw and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then I was like, oh shit, I hadn't watched Batman v Superman. So I went and watched Batman v Superman. So Tony's idea to watch a 4-hour movie was really for me to watch 7 hours and a half worth of movies. So just letting you know what I also did that this week.
all right. So for those of us who watched the first one, I guess us three, tell me this is not better.
I've watched, okay?
Do you watch the original Justice League?
No, I just watched this one.
That's what I'm talking about. So
Same.
it's the same, but this has got better.
No, sorry. I'm saying I also never watched Justice League.
Oh,
I only watched the Snyder cut. So this is the only version of the movie.
Mateo, have you?
I've seen both.
Thank
God. So there's a few. The biggest difference I think that I noticed is the ending is different.
Yes.
Which one?
Ending is on. Well,
the first ending where they.
I don't want to ruin it. Yeah.
Which one was that? There's like 8 endings to the movie. Dude, it's like they win the battle and they're like, all right, bye, guys. The movie ends. And then they're like, well, actually, I bought the bank. So your mom gets the house back and everybody lives happily ever after. So now's the real ending. And then actually, the Martian Manhunter shows up and talks to Bruce Wayne. So now you know, oh, he's another guy who's going to join the Justice League. And then you're like, oh, okay, so now that's wrapped up. And then they're like, actually, and this is the one interesting ending. I couldn't tell if it was like an alternate universe or the future, like the actual future,
It's the future.
where they're like in a post-apocalyptic world. But then that ends there as well.
It's
And
the future.
yeah. Which one was the different one, Mateo?
Well, you forgot the other ending where they also they were touring the old Wayne Manor and they were like, yeah, this will work.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the other end. Yes. We need a big round table here. Yeah, that's a
I forgot that one.
yeah.
And then you forgot the ending with Lex Luthor and Joe Man.
Oh,
and Tony Jolie.
I forgot about that
Dude,
one too.
yeah, you see, that's
So wait,
6 endings and counting.
This shit goes back to your guys' thing from school. Or
Does every character have an ending?
Yes, just
Pretty
about.
much, yeah. Absolutely.
Bruce Wayne has more, obviously.
I'm just saying, like, every one of the scenes I mentioned had it been the last scene, you would have just been like okay with it. You would have been like, okay, the climax is over. This is like the wrap up, and this is
they could have rolled credits after any of those.
They Elie
Wiesel does. I kept thinking it was over, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to get at. That shit is, bro. I don't know. From watching both of them, this one is by far better. The whole blood and guts and the glory or the goriness of it is just fucking glorious, I guess. Like it's just fucking.
So the ending is better because the original ending had this subplot where they're fighting Steppenwolf.
Yep.
And the Flash is just busy like doing some side quest. There's like a Russian family that's like living in this irradiated zone that is so fucking terrible you can't live there, but some reason there's a Russian family there, and he has to like push a truck or something with the family. It's stupid
to take
There's
him out of the zone.
Stupid fucking subplot.
So dumb. But I like how they fixed it by making him be able to help Cyborg out with the charge up. That shit to me, and then it also
that never happened in the original.
No,
nope. The time travel, that bit never happened, and that time travel was fucking cool.
That's
I will say that
bro,
that time travel scene was fucking rad.
That he's that fucking fast that he reversed time. Mm-hmm. I was just like, holy shit.
It's an old DC plot point. What is it, Superman 2, where he flies around the world so fast that he
reverses
puts it back in time or something?
The first Superman movie
is the first one.
The very first one. He in their world, they're trying to say that time is a function of the Earth's rotation. So Superman rotates around the Earth so fast that he slowly turns the rotation of Earth the other way, and things start happening in reverse. And he waits till I think. Oh yeah, the big baddie of Superman 1 is like an earthquake. The San Andreas fault is like collapsing, and he was like trying to save it. He fails. He reverses time and does a do-over, and then saves the day this time. Yeah, I thought that scene was. I actually really enjoyed the Flash in this movie.
He's good.
I thought. I like the actor Ezra Miller. He's a good actor.
Yeah, that dude they got to play the Flash is perfect. The costume is fucking cool. The costume looks great.
I didn't like him in the beginning, but then I started watching a little bit last night. I do think how they foreshadowed that he can reverse time was around when the box was dropping, and then the box actually hit the water, but he like went faster and kind of brought it back up a little bit so that he could touch it. That at that point, I liked that character a lot more. Up until that point, I really wasn't feeling him. But then like I got a little more accustomed to him and his character, and I do think he's a good actor.
I saw a thing online about this movie. Y'all want to guess what percentage of this movie was in slow motion?
I saw that on Twitter.
Too much.
I know it, but go ahead, Tony.
I want to say at least 49% of the movie.
Oh, wow, that'd be a lot. No, it's 10%. There's a solid 24 minutes of slow motion in this movie.
Like the whole Superman coming back, there was a slow motion. Anything with fucking Speed Guy over here, Flash, was slow motion.
Dude, it's Snyder. Snyder fucking loves slow motion. Go back and watch 300. We should see how much of 300 is in fucking slow motion.
That was a good movie though.
Nah, dude. The slow motion is overwhelming. It's like every fucking scene, like
it's building up, man.
It's unnecessary too. Like the only time it's totally necessary is if something is happening really fast and you need to depict it. It's like, okay, slow motion works for that, and then maybe like some kind of crazy moment where you want to like add some drama to it. It being a slow motion maybe adds to that. But goddamn, there were scenes where Lois Lane was just like walking into a building and she was just walking in slow motion. And I'm like, she's just walking. There's not even anything happening here. And then boom, the frame will cut and then
they're trying to capture her sadness. That's what they're doing. Like that's what as a director, right? Because I got this vision as well. They're trying to capture the sadness and the depression of what she's fighting within herself. Double, you could probably relate to it. Like sometimes you find yourself so saddened that shit around you is moving slower and you're just in your own bubble. That's what he was trying to capture. So,
yeah. And I also noticed in this movie, there's a lot of dead air. There's a lot of parts where nobody talks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think it's just how he directs it. Like he's just trying to put you in some type of weird feeling or some some type of connection with what the person's feeling. I think it's phenomenal. Like, damn good director. But
I think Snyder likes two things in particular. He loves slow motion and he loves buff dudes with their shirts off. Because man, Jason Momoa, that man must go through that dude must go through such a shirt budget, because that dude was ripping his shirt in half and taking it off every 5 minutes in this damn movie.
Hulk Hogan over here.
Motherfucker, he's over here begging for money on jobs to like figure, but he's throwing a sweater away every time he dives in the water. I'm like, what the fuck? I was shocked by that. I found that unbelievable.
The one thing that was killing me is that every time he'd run into the water, he'd have these Balmain jeans on, all right? Underwater, just fighting the main villain with Balmain jeans. And I'm just like, yo, this shit is like, it took me out several times. I was just like, yo, these jeans gotta go, bro. Like, you gotta do something else than these Balmain jeans that he's wearing. Like,
but you know what I did find crazy, Mateo, is the scene with the Martian visiting Lois Lane at her apartment. That shit threw me off, because I was just like, wait, why is he there? Why is he trying to convince or trying to like bring her out or something? I don't know. I didn't get that scene at all. Like,
I don't know a lot about the Martian Manhunter. I think he's a super powerful telepath. I think that's one of his several powers, because this is part of the problem I have with DC. Every single superhero in DC is so fucking strong. They're so goddamn strong. Look at that Wonder Woman scene at the beginning, which I thought was goofy as fuck. I actually did enjoy the movie, but that scene at the beginning with the hostages and her doing the little like the bracelet running and stopping all the bullets, I thought that was fucking stupid.
I thought it was
give her some maracas or something. She was like,
you're a killer in maracas.
It's like, you have super speed, just go punch him. Just go punch him in the goddamn face and make him stop shooting. I just saw you punch 3 men into the air with one go.
It was like the campiest, cringiest shit I've ever watched. And I'm like, oh my God, this is not making this more watchable for me. But I actually don't like a wide range of the cast. Ben Affleck as fucking Batman. Dude, he's giving me George Clooney vibes. It's just
Clooney's a great
Clooney
actor.
Sucked
I guess, but he wasn't my favorite Batman.
My favorite
George Clooney is your favorite Batman?
Was not my favorite.
He is not giving George Clooney vibes.
He's giving me George Clooney vibes.
I would say Ben Affleck is arguably the best Batman there was.
Other than the Dark Knight Batman.
No, Christian Bale as Batman was okay. He wasn't his movies were good. They're better.
His Batman voice was real goofy.
Yeah,
he added he added extra into his voice.
I really liked Ben Affleck. He just had a voice modulator. That was cool.
Yeah, I like Ben Affleck as a Batman, but I'm saying he wasn't.
I thought
the
he
best.
was cool. He Ben Affleck, and even the suit of Batman and all that, that looks straight out of the animated series of Batman. Like the way he looked, it looked to me that's what Batman is. Like
it's got the Frank Miller vibes. It's that chunky, beefy Batman suit.
I like that.
But to my point though, all the superheroes in DC are so fucking overpowered. This is my part of my problem with DC though. Like that's why I like the weird shit like Red Sun that Bucha turned me on to, because it twisted around a little bit. DC does have the best fucking supervillains though. Way better supervillains than Marvel. Except for Steve Miller Band or Steppenwolf or whatever in this one. You know, he's a weird one. But I don't know a lot about Darkseid and all them.
Yeah, me neither. Darkseid to me is like a Thanos, so to speak. Is like how I think of him. I don't know, man. My big issue with DC is like you said, is the power creep. It's just like how powerful all these like characters are. It just makes it very like
there's no stakes.
Like hard. For one, the stakes are so high that it's basically like they don't even exist. Like it's just like I don't know. Somebody's in reverse time or somebody like. There's gonna always be a solution because everyone's a god in this world.
Which, I mean, obviously you run into the same thing in Marvel, right? Like you know they're going to win at some point. But you know what I like about Marvel? Captain America gets the shit kicked out of him. Like you see him bleeding and his face all fucked up and his armor's all fucked up. And that never happened in these movies. Like I think Batman's the one that got his ass kicked the most. And it's because he's just a rich, you know, like you said in the movie, what's your superpower? I'm rich.
I like that. I also do not like the CG animation in this movie. I think it's not good a majority of the time.
Looking at the original Steppenwolf armor from the first movie, his suit of armor, the little
It's way better right now.
Blade thing, so much better.
So they CG'd that in after?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they changed him up completely. His armor looked real goofy before.
So I'll say this. I watched Batman v Superman because I didn't know what was happening when I first turned on the Justice League movie. And everybody hated Batman v Superman when it came out.
I thought it was all right.
When I watched it,
not
only did I like it, I liked it better than I liked the Justice League movie. I did watch the Ultimate Edition, whichever one was on HBO. So again, it was like a director's cut of the movie, and I hadn't watched the original. So I don't have the negative baggage of some other version, right?
People get real hard on like some of the corny comic book things in those movies and shows though, because it's like people were real pissy about that Martha thing in the Batman versus Superman. They're like, oh, both our moms are named Martha. Now we stop punching each other.
I thought that was fucking hilarious when he's like, how do you know that name? How do you know that name? I'm like, it's just a name, dude. It's Martha. Like I've met a few Marthas in my life. And then she's like, oh, your mother's Martha? We shouldn't fight each other. Literally, that's his mom being named Martha is what changed Batman into I'm about to kill Superman to let's team up, let's take Lex Luthor down, and how about let's start a little club together.
To be fair, there's worse life philosophies to have than don't fight a man that has the same that their mother has the same name as your mother. Like that's not a bad role to have in general.
It's for sure. Yeah, that scene was funny. They just do a lot of weird. Whoever wrote the movie, I think they made a lot of missteps with the writing, because again, we're talking about Justice League, but I'm talking about Batman v Superman right now because this is what leads in. I love in the beginning of the Batman fight versus Superman. Superman shows up. He's like, "Yo, Lex Luthor told me to kill you. If I don't kill you, he's gonna kill my mom. So we need to figure something out. I don't want to kill you," kind of thing. Batman's all gun ho, like, "Nah, we're gonna fight." And Superman's like, so Batman starts attacking Superman. Superman's like getting hit, but it's not affecting him. But he's all like, "Dude, like, come on, man, let's not fight." And then Batman walks up to him and he's like, "We are gonna fight." And then Superman's like, "Come on, dude." And then he just sort of pushes him a little bit. And he fucking flies, trashes through a bunch of, and I'm like, dude, this isn't a way of peace. Like you just created the fight now. Like by doing that action, you've ensured that this fight is happening. And then he walked up, he's fucking Batman up like a ton. And then he's like, "All right, do you get it now that I don't want to fight you?" I'm like, huh? You're fucking the guy up. I'm so confused here. Like, I thought that scene was very funny and very silly.
These movies do a fantastic job, though, of showing Superman as just like he's a god. Like he is basically a god. He is fucking untouchable.
They even made it so that all these guys fucking with Earth or whatever, because they all knew that Superman was dead. That's why they came back and started fucking around and coming back and trying to rule it again. Once he came back, that scene where he punches him, Wonder Woman comes, chops his head off, it goes into the other portal to the other world, and they all look like, fuck.
Superman's they did Magic Carpet right dirty, dude.
Yeah.
they did him real dirty. That was some overkill on that fucking.
I loved it.
Darkseid crushes his head after he pops through the portal.
Yeah. It's just a major combo. Like.
That shit was awesome, man. And it really shows, like, bro, like, Superman doesn't really need any of these motherfuckers, but Superman is a god. Some would say that Goku can fuck up Superman, or what? You know how they had those little funny little things where like, oh, the One Punch Man versus Goku, or Goku versus Superman, who would win? Bro, Superman must be the Goku of that world, I guess.
I've got One Punch Man in every matchup.
You think so? Versus Superman? Nah, Superman will fuck the Hulk up, bro.
All right, that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, but I'm just.
But I think they did a really good job of showing how crazy powerful Superman is.
Oh yeah.
Like yeah, when the whole Justice League is like trying to fight him, and he's basically unstoppable. Like they literally can't do anything to him.
No, Wonder Woman gives him that headbutt, and he's like, "Oh, that one kind of hurt. Let me show you a real headbutt, though."
Like, good one.
I was like, God damn. And then the part that was like the most hype is the Flash is like, all right, time to move really fast. Like, and it was really awesome. Flash is like running by super quick, and the Superman's like the only guy moving in the slow-mo. Superman's moving at normal speeds. I was like, oh man, that's pretty hype. And even in that scene, they still show you that the Flash is faster than Superman because he was able to like dodge his hits, and he was moving at a normal speed while Superman was moving at like not like the other characters slow, but he was just like a step behind. And even still, when the Flash earlier, you see the Flash could tap a human
and push
and just obliterate him, like because of how fast he's moving them. When he tried to do that as Superman, he pushed himself back.
Yep.
Instead, he didn't like. Yeah, he tried to push an immovable object. That shit doesn't work. Like,
no, yeah, that shit was fantastic. They even showed that in the original Justice League, that whole eye glance thing that he does, but they took it a little step further in this one. But yeah.
I did like that first scene with the Flash, where he runs out of the store so fast that his shoes just obliterate. They just shred into pieces. I thought that was fucking cool.
They didn't show that scene in the original either, Mateo. The whole
did they not? I couldn't remember if that was part of it.
Thing. I literally, when the shoe ripped and all that, I'm like, holy shit, this is really showing that when he does in his normal clothing, that he fucks his clothes up. Like, because they don't really show that in any of the comics or anything like that. But they also they didn't do. Like in the first one, they showed the suit, and then in this one, they showed the suit, but it doesn't show how he made that suit or how he got the suit. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I wish to.
So that is one of my problems with this movie. Everyone in this goddamn movie is a super scientist. Everyone's a fucking expert scientist, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Yeah, I loved that fucking. The Flash had like a secret base with all this fucking crazy tech. His suit was made out of some of the most expensive and durable materials that you could find on the planet. So, and then like the story to his character was he was trying to get a job in criminal justice. Like, it's like, dude, you could all you would really have to do is apply yourself the way that you're doing to the suit. And you could be like a world-class scientist making millions of dollars. You could hire the best lawyers in the world to help your dad out. Like, that'd be a more effective route than trying to become like a paralegal and like fucking work your way up the fucking attorney food chain.
Or be so fast you rob a bank and pay for a good lawyer. Fuck, dude, they can't see you.
I don't think that works.
Dude, there's a line that made me laugh out loud when they were introducing Cyborg, and it was like they were talking to his mom, and they're like, "I don't care if your son is the captain of the football team and a certifiable genius." And I was like,
yeah,
he was a genius before he became the cyborg. That was hilarious.
What stupid fucking dialogue? Who the fuck allowed that line to get out?
That's what I'm saying. The writing is bad.
You see, you guys, this is the problem when you don't have characters like Kat Dennings in your show. It's hard. It makes it just, it's too bad. Actually, this movie gets 1-star reduction for not having Kat Dennings in it.
It's the Kat Dennings effect. Do you have Kat Dennings? 5 stars. If you don't, whatever star you would have got, you're -1 now.
That's so.
To be fair, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist is a 5-star movie for me.
Yeah, I love that fucking movie. I watch that movie, like maybe once a year or so. It's just one of my guilty pleasures. Put on Nick and Nora, get my fan going, get cozied up, and I probably fall asleep at some point. I love that movie. Shout out. Kat Dennings is good in it.
She's fantastic in it. Can we talk about how Batman can't fucking drive? Is there a vehicle in that movie that he gets in that he doesn't fucking destroy immediately? The Nightcrawler lasted 2 minutes.
It was bad. Yeah, it was bad.
What, the fucking thing that was clomping its way up like a elevator shaft or something?
What purpose does that vehicle serve otherwise? Like, what other situation would that vehicle be
when
used
I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is this thing? It should look like
I still don't know what it
Batman
is.
has
like a crab.
Batman has so much. It's supposed to be like a a tank vehicle that can do and move anywhere it needed to go. But like he did a pretty good driving in the city at the end, like crashing in. He was doing a pretty bang up job. Like we got to give him some drifting points there. That man was killing it. Like the whole fucking reverse. And
they spent 4 hours. 4 hours getting that stupid plane up and running, and then he crashes it immediately. He's like, I'm going to take out the tower. And then 30 seconds later, the plane is going down in flames.
That shit was terrible. That right there is stupid. He spent the whole time and Cyborg helped, and it's just like, all right, fuck this plane. It's like, damn, just waste of time right there. Batman should have built something else. I also like how his fucking butler was fucking the smartest nigga in the whole fucking thing. The man's building reactors and all types of weird shit and guns. I'm just like, was he always?
It's Ozymandias, dude. Like,
yeah, Ozymandias. Yeah, he's a fucking world scientist. No, I thought that was super lame that they've basically took Alfred, who's like the headmaster of like the Wayne Manor. Like that's his job. He's the head servant of the Wayne Manor, and they combined him with Lucius Fox, which is like the head scientist of like Gotham Industries or whatever, or whatever the fuck it's called. Which he is like a top level like engineer. In the other Batman movie, it was Morgan Freeman.
Yep.
So Morgan Freeman was Lucius Fox, and then they still had I don't remember.
They still had Alfred,
the British guy, but they had him separate. Yeah, Michael Caine. How the fuck are you gonna forget Mike? Michael Caine's the man.
He's a
and I think he's a knight. I think he's Sir Michael.
I think
Caine.
he is Sir Michael Caine. He probably is.
He got knighted?
He's knighted by us if nothing else.
Oh.
Yeah, if nothing else, we're knighting him, but I'm
That's
pretty
crazy.
sure he's a knight of England.
I was like, people can still knight people now? I would love to get knighted.
Mm-hmm.
Sir
Yeah,
or Sir Cobayo.
It's like it's an honor. Like people that accomplish something big or they do good in like in the military, or there's different ways they get honored by being knighted.
I do think you have to be a British citizen. I don't think that.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going to get
I don't think
knighted.
we're gonna get knighted. We're too brown to be knighted. So
That sucks.
They'll pull out that sword to knight us, and they'll just stab us on instinct.
I'd be a cool knight. I'm an honor. I take honor seriously. Okay. I don't fuck around, dude. I am a. I don't know. A child of the Ned Stark household, you know, where he's all about his honor. He's all about doing what's right, you know. Ned Stark's my boy.
You ready for the Starks to invade the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
I mean,
that would be terrible.
It'd be interesting.
No, it's a thing. Like Jon Snow, I forget that actor's name, and the guy that played Robb Stark. They're both gonna be characters in the Eternals movie that's coming out, I think.
Really?
I think Jon Snow's playing the Black Knight, and I forget who Robb Stark is playing, and I don't know their actual names. Sorry, guys.
So like not the characters themselves, just the actors.
No, yeah, just the actors. Yeah, They get Ned Stark coming down on a fucking with Green Lantern
put his
and
head
shit.
back on, and he's fucking.
What did you call him? Sam Bell.
Who?
Sean Bell.
Sean
Bell.
Bell.
Yeah,
but I mean, overall, I did actually enjoy the movie. I don't know that it had to be 4 hours long. I'm not positive that this movie needed to be that long.
I also didn't like the part scene shit that always popped up. Black screen, part 4. I didn't.
I like that.
I thought it was kind of cool.
I don't know.
It's old school.
I'm cool with the parts. I
Me
like.
too.
It's a thing Quentin Tarantino likes to do, and I fucking love it. Like when you go and watch like Hateful Eight or something. The movie's like in pieces. Like it's like Act 1, here's some shit. Act 2, here's some shit. Act 3, here's some shit. Act 4 is actually a flashback, and you realize this happened before Act 1, and you're like, oh, like stuff like that. I don't know. It just adds an effect. Like it's like it's like in a play. There's acts when the fucking the lights go down and they reframe to say, hey, look, guys, we're restarting. Try to remove yourself from what you watched previously because this is setting a new tone kind of thing. I like that. Although in this movie, it wasn't set up that way. It was just straight up, here's a logical cut of the movie. And it's not so much setting any new tones. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm with Mateo. 4 hours, way too fucking long. I feel like the movie could have been 2 hours and some change. and it could have delivered the same like content overall. Like too much slow motion and just too many scenes that don't really add anything. Like the whole Wonder Woman intro with the bank and all of that had approximately zero impact on the plot or the story. Just remove it. Like the whole there's just a lot of stuff like that where like you're given a story that doesn't amount to anything. And it's just like, what's the point of watching it? Like,
I could not give less of a fuck about the Atlantean politics that were going on in this movie. They could have cut out all of that. I did love seeing Willem Dafoe in a wig. That was cool.
Yeah. Willem Dafoe.
The whole scene where trying to give him his suit and shit, I was like, there's no need for that. The whole him talking to that chick, yeah, like that shit those are extra fluffs. Even them going to the grave and digging up shit, I think that was a little extra too, but nonetheless.
I like the expanded cyborg role. I thought he was cool. I'm sad they got rid of his booyah because I do love Teen Titans Go.
Oh man. That show was fun. I don't know if y'all watched it. I like watching it.
I never watched Teen Titans.
It was pretty cool.
As a kid, I hated even the Batman animated show. I didn't watch too much. I don't know. There was like a tone to those those WB shows that I don't know. They made me like sleepy and even like a little bit uncomfortable. Like watching them just sit in that room in Justice League. I didn't like it.
Well, Teen Titans Go is like the goofy version. It'd be like if the show Teen Titans had a baby with like Family Guy or something. Like it's real. I never goofy.
Watched it, but
they sing a lot of songs about food and how much they love eating like pancakes and waffles and shit.
It's like the adventures of Adventure Time.
Yes.
I love that.
I hate that. I never really liked that show.
You never like Adventure Time? Adventure Time is so good, dude.
Incredible. Yeah, no, especially in the later seasons, like it's a show that evolves and really, really good. Especially a lot of the people they get to come voice on the show. There's a lot of people that have voiced their voice on that show. It's pretty good. Yo, shout out
another week. Shout out to Ashley Birch, who definitely is voice characters in Adventure Time.
shout out to Tree Trunks. Tree Trunks, the actor who played Tree Trunks, died recently. Yo, shout out to her, old lady. Very dope actor, dope character. Shout out to Tree Trunks.
Tree Trunks is my least favorite character in that show.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't give a fuck. She does.
But props to the voice actors because she did do a good job with that awful, hateable character.
Hey man, if they made you feel something, they did something right, you know?
Yeah, for real.
I watched that show on shrooms. It was really cool. Yeah, I took some shrooms with a friend and I watched Adventure Time for a while. And the show's it's really funny. I laughed a lot. It was the first time. It's how I got introduced to the show, and then I kind of got hooked.
So you do shrooms and the show at the same time now, or is just that one?
No, it's just one night. Ended up doing shrooms, and then we ended up watching TV and stuff, and like that ended up being one of the shows we watched. It was cool. It was cool.
All right. Well,
so to the Justice League movie though, we want to do rankings. We want to give a out of 5 what we rank it at.
Is 5 the best?
Yeah, 5's the best.
I give it a 3.8.
Okay.
I give it a 2.5.
You didn't finish it. Yeah, you don't get a rating.
There's no fucking cat dennings. I already know what I need to know about the movie, okay?
Damn, they could have had almost a 4 point with Doe if they just put Kat Dennings in.
That's fucking beast.
Yeah. I give it 3 out of 5. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got 3 stars for the thing too. Like it was good. It was all right.
It was better than the first one.
I've watched worse superhero movies. I watched Kick-Ass 2.
Is that bad?
I didn't like Kick-Ass 2 very much. I like the first Kick-Ass a lot more.
It was okay.
Actually, I think I watched Kick-Ass 2 and I do think it was bad. Now that I'm thinking about it. It's with Jim Carrey, right?
Jim Carrey, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was not good. He's like Batman in that movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not good. Okay, I'm with you. Kick-Ass 1 was good. Kick-Ass 2 not good. Did they ever make a Hit Girl? Like,
No, I don't think she ever got a spinoff.
I got a Hit Girl comic book too. Like, I got both Kick-Ass 1, 2, and Hit Girl. At least he likes those comics, so they're
I
dope.
need to check this out.
They're fun. It's Mark Miller though. That guy's hit or miss, man. Like he
100%.
he wrote Wanted. Tony loves that shit where they're like fucking looping bullets at each other. Like that's his comic book. That shit, I hate that comic book.
Only
I read
for the
whole thing.
Angelina Jolie scene where she walks up out of that fucking clay bath. That shit was a beautiful scene.
I hated that fucking movie so much. That movie was so stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know how to think for Angelina Jolie, bro. Like she and her lips. Like her lips.
You
were
and
sure.
every fucking teenager on planet Earth. So.
Like
It was a time period thing. And she was just one of those people that was really hot in that era of like. It's like how did people find Sarah Jessica Parker hot? I don't know, but there's a lot of people who like her.
I mean,
beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah.
So Tony, I know we're sidetracking you. I think you were trying to wrangle us cats into.
Yeah, I'm trying to put y'all in a cage.
I was saying that Mark Miller is hit or miss, okay? Because he got Wanted, not very good. He got Kick-Ass, pretty fucking good, and he wrote Red Sun. So I'll forever love this guy.
That's fair.
So, but I don't really like his other shit. Like
So
his long-running series, I'm not into him.
So if you ever run into that man at Chapalo, like he's getting a burrito on you.
Yeah, I'll buy him. Oh yeah, for Red Sun, he deserves like a week's worth of burritos.
Yeah, Chipotle would be a good spot to meet him.
Yeah, Chapati,
Chapaka,
Chipotle.
Apala.
All right, bro, this is over with.
Sponsor us.
For facts.
Not after botching their names so many times.
They're not gonna sponsor us. Like these dicks don't want to say our names right. Well, from the 1UP podcast, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the show. Like I said, every week we're trying to drop a new video and bring out more content for you guys and keep you guys watching. But we love and thank you guys all for the support. And thank you for continuously watching and subscribing and liking, man. And we appreciate you guys, and we do it for you guys and for ourselves a little bit too. So thanks for watching from the 1UP podcast. Hope you guys have a great night and weekend.
Peace.
See you.